Hey there, lovely people. Okay, so you're going to have to probably come over here a bit with my fat belly today because I've just already made 2 videos today. Sorry, I'm just adjusting, and I cannot lean that far anymore. It's just killing me. Look, I need to get this house so I can move and set things up. Oh, and I was going to put gloves on too. I will do that right now, actually. I have a few chews around my fingers and I don't want to get any soap butter in them because, well, soap butter as a general rule doesn't hurt my skin. When it gets in my chews, it's not good. Not shoes, but chews. Probably not real good in your shoes either. I imagine that would be a little squishy. Okay, dad jokes. It's late in the day. It's, you know, it's warranted. So while I'm putting these on, I shall tell you, we're doing coconut from Range Products. You're going to see a lot of soaps with these fragrances for a while because I want to test them and see how they perform, because no one seems to use them for soap or uses them and hasn't, you know, mentioned anything, but they have said that they are safe up to 5%. So I'm going to continue using them and see what happens. We are using coconut today, and this is what it looks like. Like, have you ever seen coconut that clear? And the smell, I can't even, it's got vanilla in it. I don't know if it does, but it smells like it has vanilla in it. Now, I haven't mixed the colours up in these because I'm going to have to stick blend anyway, because I'm going to put some ground poppy seeds in there, and I always like to give them another zhuzh anyway. Zhuzh, I haven't used that for ages. Was. Zhuzh, whiz, whatever. I don't know how to actually spell zhuzh. Like, it's not a real word, so I suppose I could spell it however I wanted. Yeah, so all I'm going to do is a layer of brown, a layer of white, a layer of brown, so it looks like a bloody coconut. You know, we're not straying from the norm on this one. I just wanted to make soap. So I think I'm avoiding packing. If I'm being completely honest, I am avoiding packing. Because I don't want to pack if I'm not going to move for 6 months. But if I move, it's going to happen really quickly, like within probably 2 weeks, and it's going to be a very last minute thing because the house is available on the 12th of this month, and it is already the 4th or 5th of this month. Yeah, it's already the 5th of this month, so things are getting a little hairy, and she hasn't rung me back, which is really annoying. Really annoying. Alright, let's give this a whiz. Now, I haven't mixed that very much. Go away, don't need you. Well, no, don't go on the floor. Don't hate you that much. Because I'm going to mix them in here anyway, and we're going to put titanium in here. I wasn't going to, because I thought maybe if I just leave it, I can see how much it discolours. But I can't imagine ever making coconut without white in titanium in it anyway. So I think it makes sense. That's what I'm doing. Oh, look, I started the sentence without so. So there's that. It's funny how you don't realise the way you speak. You don't really think about it. You just, well, I don't know if anybody else does. I don't tend to think about how I speak very much. I just speak. And it didn't occur to me how much I say apparently and so and And I say and a lot as well. And it's become very apparent to me from editing my videos the repetitive nature of my speech. I mean, we all do it. We all have ways of speaking. But sometimes it gets to the point, like, I have a lot of breaks between sentences. I speak like William Shatner. It's because my brain and mouth are not connected sometimes. and I have these sort of like mental pauses whilst I'm gathering what is coming out of my mouth next. So I do tend to edit some of those out. But it's got to the point where I say so much and so much that I'm thinking there'd be so many jump cuts. It would be ridiculous if I just edited everything out. Some days I do, some days I don't. Some days I just get the shits and go, I don't care anymore. I'm done with you stupidity. Just have the world think you're a weirdo the way you talk. Okay, so I'm going to use a mixture of mocha, however you wish to pronounce it, is up to you. Mocha and mocha is one of those things that sort of doesn't like get on my last nerve, whereas height and especially or escape drive me friggin' bananas because they aren't real words. Like mocha and mocha, you can, like, it can be pronounced either way, but there's no C before the S in escape or espresso or especially, and there's no TH on the end of height. It's HT. Drives me mad. Can't you tell? It's not really. This is my high horse for the day. Which I can't even say. But yes, I say so at the start of sentences a lot. So, you know, I've been way more conscious of it. I'm putting the poppy seed in these just to give them a bit of texture, just, you know, because this is going to be a fairly boring sewed. I thought I'd try and just, you know, zhuzh it up a little. Just a little. Alright, let's give these a quick whiz. Oh, seriously, that makes such a glorious colour. I had a mad chocolate brown couple of years there. Oh, everything was chocolate brown and pink. I like the juxtaposition of chocolate brown and pink. Like, chocolate brown is such a masculine colour, and then to pair it with like a, you know, real pretty pastel pink. I just like that sort of mixing. See, look. Brown and chocolate pink, they look lovely together. Oh, having a shitty day today. Just not shitty. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, my life is pretty good. But I couldn't sleep last night, and I had food delivery coming today at between 9:30 and 1. So I had to have the sleep before 9:30. So at 6 o'clock this morning, I was still awake, and it was just, in the end I got the shits and got up because at 7 o'clock they started grinding the stumps next to my house. So yeah, that was fun. Trying to keep myself awake. Oh. I had a nap though. I had 2 hours after the food was delivered. Did I eat some food? Oh shit. I think I haven't eaten yet today. No, I haven't. Well, shit, that's really stupid of me. Righto. How dumb would you have to be not to eat? I just forgot. Okay, so now this has... Now that it's mixing in with the soap, it's getting more of that... synthetic coconut smell, which I always say smells like clag glue. It's not awful, but it's just like every other coconut fragrance. It is nice though. It'd be interesting to see what it does, whether it discolors it. I mean, it's behaving beautifully, you know. There's no ricing, there's no accelerating. I'm gonna have to give it a whiz for layers because it's not thickening at all. How are they making such amazing fragrances and none of us know about it? Like, you know, Aussie Soap Supplies is supposed to be the best fragrance supplier in the country, and their fragrances, I won't say they're shit, some of them are shit, but as a general rule, their fragrances left a lot to be desired in terms of behaving in soap. And along comes this little company, which they're not little, Range Products are not a little company, but their fragrances are working so well in soap, apart from one, that it's just surprising. So it's very surprising, honestly. There you go. Yeah, there you have it. I'm going to give this a whiz because it's not thick enough. Now all the bubbles are in there. That's great. Wow, okay. What the shit? What the shit? Seriously. Why are you not thickening? What a terrible problem to have. Please note the sarcasm. It's the lowest form of humour. Whatever. At least I'm not a backtracking cow. You won't understand that unless you are a member of the Australian Soap Makers. I hate people who have been soaping for 5 minutes, who come into the group and spout off and question someone when they ask a question, instead of just answering it or just not, just, you know, oh, why? You don't need to do that, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, really? And then when I tried to explain stuff, she just condescended to me. And I was like, yeah, righto. So I was very sarcastic in my reply and just said, thanks so much. I'm so glad that you helped me out. You know, I know so little about soaping and I'm so new to this, blah, blah, blah. It was extremely sarcastic. And then she come back with, oh, sarcasm is the lowest form of humour or whatever. I mean, dude, at least, you know, because not only did she sort of question why a person wanted to use a non-alcoholic beer in their soap, she also, when people sort of said, well, you know, such and such, she backtracked and said, oh, well, if you want to add things to your soap, it's like, really, just pick a fucking stance and stick with it. Oops, I sweared. See, because that sort of stuff annoys me enough that it will make me. Ooh. I'm having a moment. I'm having a. Should I put some gold mica in here? I'm thinking I will. Yeah, it's like, I just hate people who backtrack on the shit they say. Just, if you're going to say something, be you know, big enough to friggin' own it. Even if it's wrong, just friggin' own it. Anyway, oh, there should be a RuPaul to watch. Oh, my life just got so much more exciting. Now this is thickened up a little bit now. I'm just checking to see, because sometimes titanium. Yeah, it's thickened a little, not like exceedingly bad, but enough that I'm not going to have to stick blend it to pour it in. So it's definitely thick enough that it'll sit on top. But I'm just going to use my spatch, just because I want these reasonably straight. Whoops, a daisy. Sloppy slops on the bench. You go up there. We'll spin you around because I am not ambidextrous. I wish I was. I hate that I'm not. My right hand is basically useless, honestly. It's pretty useless. I am a lefty all the way. Although, funnily enough, my friends used to always think it was hilarious because I used to always whinge about scissors. Because scissors, anyone out there who's a lefty, you understand how uncomfortable using scissors is as a left-hander, right? Try and use left-handed scissors. It's weird. It's wrong. Like, you get so adept at using right-handed scissors that when you try ones that are designed for you, they just are, no. I couldn't use them. I thought it was the sweetest present ever. Julie bought me left-handed, I thought it was Julie, bought me left-handed scissors for my birthday one year. It was an in-joke. She didn't really just buy me a shitty pair of scissors for a birthday, which they weren't shitty, they were left-handed, which is very thoughtful. But yeah, it was one of the weirdest experiences because no, they were just weird and uncomfortable, and I couldn't use them. So there you go. That's just my left-handed story for the day. I don't have a problem with being left-handed as a general rule. I don't particularly like notebooks a lot of the time, and have actually started from the back more than once, so that the spine is sort of like on the other side. Now this is thickened considerably. It's not bad. You could definitely do like a drop swirl or something with this, for sure, but as you can see now, it's thicker. So it does thicken, not quickly, but it does accelerate. So if you're gonna get your shit done, get it done. This looks like chocolate. This is so good. This is a really nice colour. I'm very happy with this. I wasn't sure if the bronze sparks would bring anything to the mocha, but I think it's just sort of lightened it up enough that it's really pretty. So I'm very, 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 very much enjoying that. There was that many varies because I was trying to figure out how that sentence was going to end as I was saying it. I do that. I do that. I hadn't even thought about the top of this. I think I'm probably just going to put more gold on it. What's that rain doing? It started to rain before. Seriously, I put this on the scales to put the lie in it, and it started to rain, and it just cracked me up. I was like, yeah, here we go again. But it only lasted for like 3 seconds. I don't think we're going to get any. It's humid though, I'm pretty sure. Oh, no, what's that, 100? No, it's about 80%. So yeah, it's a little humid, but that's not bad. Alright, that's pretty good. I'm liking that. Like there's still some looseness to that. Like it's not like super solid. It's definitely not accelerating enough that you couldn't work with it. Oh, that was what I forgot. I forgot to bring my dishes basket out. Damn it. Alright. Top, guys. What are we doing to the top? What about... I'll take these gloves off because I can't stand them any longer. And they're very sweaty on the inside. I know what we're going to do. I'll be back. Oh, I'm going to turn that off because it's at 19 minutes. I'll be back. Okie dokie. A little bit of oil here. I'm going to do a little mica drizzle on the top. It's probably a little thick to do this. I probably shouldn't be doing it. I'm just about out of spoons again. It's because they're all inside and I haven't brought them out here yet. So I just put a bit of oil in there. Oof, righto, dickhead. And made a mess. And that's the end of the show. Oh dear. Okay, now, while I'm doing this, guys, I was having a chat with someone the other day, and I, off the cuff, just because it was part of the conversation, I mentioned a channel that I watch, which has got absolutely nothing to do with soaping whatsoever. It's called Life Uncontained. It's about a young couple who build a container home out in Texas, right? And they've got 1 million followers, so it's not like they're a little channel. But she said, oh my god, I watch them too. And it was so weird because it was just weird to meet someone else who watched them, even though, like I said, they've got 1 million followers. But yeah, so what channels do you guys watch? Doesn't have to be soaping, probably not, because I do watch a lot of soaping channels. Actually, I don't really watch a lot. But yeah, have you got any channels that you like, that you want to recommend? I'm always keen to have a look. Vanessa also told me about JJR's new channel, which I don't think is that new, called You've Been... shit, what is it? The people that made, oh, it's a cake channel, Jesus, I can't remember. No, it's gone. It's gone. Okay, so let's have a look, see if this is like super duper. No, it's not bad. So we're just going to just swirl away in here, because what will happen is, because this is oil, what will happen is as it saponifies, it will actually suck this oil down into the soap and leaves kind of like, well, you'll see it when we cut it. It's kind of hard to explain. It kind of leaves like grooves in your soap. It's nifty, and I don't hardly ever do it, so I always forget about it. But I think that looks really tasty, hey? I'm quite liking that. Tasty. I was saying to someone else the other day that New Zealand accents are like Aussie with spice or flavour, that's what it was. Because I love New Zealand accents. I mean, what's the guy, this New Zealand comedian I've been just found on YouTube. Oh, I don't know. I'll put it up on the edit. He's funny as. So, and he doesn't have that many followers, which is a real surprise, because he's very good. He does the same sort of skits as like Julie Nolke, that sort of thing, you know, where there's two of him and he's talking to himself as another person, sort of. Yeah, so yeah, that kind of, but he's been doing it for a long time, and I've never seen him before. Alright, I'm going to get out of here because it's stinking friggin' hot, and I'm done. Done, I tell you, done. Done, darling. I'm going to go and watch RuPaul, because I watched UK yesterday, and now I love Lawrence Chaney. Lawrence Chaney is my pick for the win, although I like Bimini as well. There's something very charming about Bimini. I don't know what it is. The Ginny Lemon sort of, yeah, like, she's cool because she's kooky, but I think, I don't know. Yeah, anyway, I'm going to go, and I will see you guys for the cut. Bye. Hello, I'm going to make this one snappy. This doesn't smell any better or any worse than any other coconut out there. Honestly, it just smells like clag glue to me. So it has retained its whiteness comparatively to some fragrances. Actually, in all honesty, well, apart from the fact that it misbehaved for a lot of people, I honestly think that the coconut, what is it, coconut cream from Aussie Soap Supplies, smells better than this. Oh, I see. It looks like it's actually going to discolour. Now, I don't know if the camera's picking this up or not. Actually, I think it is. I'm just trying to get some light on it. I don't know why that's not even remotely focused. There we go. See here? Very discoloured. Not very, but it definitely is a different colour on the sides. There you go. Is it going to focus in on that? So it might discolour. But yeah, the smell of the coconut cream, I think it's called, from Aussie Soap Supplies is definitely nicer than this. But this behaved really well, and that coconut cream, for a lot of people, turned to like mashed potato. So this behaves better, just doesn't smell as nice. Maybe if you mixed half this and half the Aussie Soap Supplies one, you get one that wouldn't play up quite as bad and would smell better. That you'd have to do that to get something to behave is kind of sad though, really, isn't it? I mean, there's not much to see here. It's a pretty boring soap. Turned out alright. I mean, it hasn't discoloured too much. We'll keep an eye on it and see what it does in a couple of weeks. It's obviously not white. I mean, the bench is white, so the soap is not white. It's actually cream, and we did put titanium in this, so it has discoloured somewhat. But I mean, for all intents and purposes, it's a coconut soap that didn't play up crazy and hasn't discoloured yet. But a lot of the soaps don't discolour immediately. So we can't rule out that it won't discolour. But if it does, oh whoops, that was a little close. I'll post a picture on Instagram and show you if it's significant enough to warrant an Instagram post, or you know, the sharing of any information anywhere. But that's it. I mean, the top looks really nice. I'll show you that because as you can see how where the oil was, it's now sort of indented. It's because the oil soaks in and it sort of creates like a dent, which is one of the reasons to do it. And it's still super shiny because it was just oil in mica in oil and wasn't blended with the soap batter. So yeah, I mean, we're still sitting here. I'll do another soap with some gold on it, but it's too late to be soaping now. This was reasonably soft for a soap that was cut over 24 hours after it was made. I made this last night at 6:30, 7:30 or something. So, and it's like 8:30, 9:30 now, I think. So it was definitely cut later than at least 24 hours. But it's not soft, so it's perfectly fine. Alright, battery's gonna die. Bye.